Join me this and every Tuesday at 7 to 8:30 p.m. as we discuss various interesting topics and take a look at the current happenings on our island and in our region. Just before you go your bed, let's touch on the points with your host Connie J.E. right here on Flashpoint Radio. Yes, yes. Yes. Welcome once again to another episode of Just Before You Go Your Bed. Tonight is indeed an amazing night. Yes, indeed. Why, Connie J.E.? Because we are alive and well, experiencing this cold front. Here in the Caribbean, it's unprecedented to have had, these consecutive cold fronts back to back. But it is indeed a weather embrace for many. And for some, I know you just want to get, you just want it over with. You just want it over with. We think about you during this time. For those of you who are in knee high snow, degrees such as 17, minus, and all these things, we ask God to bring you warmth, you know, and strength to endure because I know it could never be easy. But here, where we experience the golden sun and liquid sunshine quite often, we do welcome this cold weather. So it's an amazing day that we're able to experience that. Not only that, but yesterday, or is it this morning at 3:18 a.m., the country of Jamaica, just next door, our other home, experienced a 5.6 earthquake right across the region. And again, there wasn't any destructions or any damages reported. So we are so glad about that. So again, another amazing day. We curtailed, disasters, and so we give God thanks for that. Thank you so much for tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from, whether it's Jamaica, whether it's here in the Cayman Islands, the U.S., the UK, right across the world, wherever you're, tuning in, whether it's on the Zeno Radio app, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I want to say good evening to you and thank you so much for spending and sharing your time with me. And of course, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share because you're helping me to tell a friend about Jesus because at the end of the day, even though here at just before you go to your bed, we talk about what's current, what's happening, what's hot, tantalizing, you're just keeping it real here just before you go to your bed. At the end of it all, we have to give credit and thanks to the Creator, the God of all gods, right? Jehovah is his name. So I thank you so much. So ensure to like, subscribe, and share, and tuning to all the good vibes that Flashpoint Media provides. Now listen, coming this Saturday, February the 14th, known across the world as Valentine's Day. Two great things will be happening on that day. The first is my sister Anne Marie, my eldest sister Anne Marie. It will be her birthday this February 14th. Hey, the girl, the first child of the womb, was born on the celebrated day of love. Can you imagine? So, you just wanna, from Flashpoint, from our family here, we just wanna say happy, happy birthday when it comes. It's gonna be such a great time celebrating it with you. And the next birthday will be Flashpoint Media's birthday. It will be 5 years that Flashpoint Media has been bringing good vibes right across the world. So, February 14th, we celebrate that great day. And of course, the festivities will be, a consecration service, consecration festivities will be streamed live. So, you're able to tune in, you're able to join in and celebrate with us February the 14th, this coming Sabbath. So ensure to come on, like, subscribe, and share so you all can tune in. It's so amazing to be a part of your world. Well, tonight we'll be talking about a very interesting thing. Last week, I touched on the women. We talked a little bit about perimenopause. It opened my eyes, and I hope that it did the same for you. Tonight, we'll be talking about andropause, the male menopause. The male menopause. So, we'll be talking about that, some of the symptoms, and starting, of course, pre andropause. What are the symptoms, what it looks like when men reach that age. The more we know, the better we are. The Lord says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Here at Flashpoint Media, we aim to be the hands, the feet, the mouthpiece of God to give you information so that you will not perish, so that you will be able to live better, bringing you back to the Word of God as its full foundation for a better life for you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Remember, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell that friend that, and them friend there to tune in and join just before you go to your bed. We'll continue.
After Dark with Mario, where the silence ends and truth begins. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m., Mario takes you on a journey through the real, raw, and rarely spoken truths that shape our lives. From personal battles to family struggles, community wounds to silent traumas, no topic is too taboo, no story too deep. It's not just talk, it's healing. This is a space where shame is shattered, silence is broken, and truth finally speaks. Conversations After Dark with Mario, every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Only on Flashpoint Radio, www.flashpointmedia.ky. Stay up, speak up, heal forward.
Yes, yes. Welcome back to Just Before You Got Your Bed. Your girl Connie J.E. live here in studios right here in Grand Cayman. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending the time, of course, with me as we discuss something very important. Our men are very, very special to us. And we women, we need to know what's happening with them that we are able to support them. And men also need to know what is happening to them. For sometimes we do not know what we are experiencing when we are feeling certain things or we're experiencing certain things. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about andropause. Now, andropause, the male menopause, so we want to talk about, what actually is male menopause. So male menopause, also called late onset hypergonadism, refers to a set of age related hormonal changes that occur in some men as they get older. It is characterized by a gradual drop in testosterone levels, the primary, of course, the primary male sex hormone, and can lead to various physical and psychological symptoms. Male menopause is also known as androgen deficiency, andropause, or testosterone deficiency. So we want you to know, how it is termed, what it's about, what will happen, and also we're also going to talk about what are some of the things you can do to alleviate these symptoms. Yes. So female menopause involves, of course, as we discussed last week, the complete cessation of reproductive function. You know, it just ends there. Reproductive function and hormonal production. It just ends there, ceases, right? However, testosterone levels in men typically only decline, and I found this quite interesting, only decline by about 1% per year after the age of 30. Tell me someone not get a scotch free. Mm? Tell me someone not get a scotch free. Come on now. So, your testosterone levels only decline 1% per year after the age of 30. So it's not that you can't, you know, it's just that it declines, yeah? So, for most, the symptoms of male menopause are usually related to lifestyle changes. For example, poor diet or lack of exercise and sleep. Now, in some cases, men may experience a more sudden drop in testosterone or the late onset of hypogonadism, leading to symptoms associated with male menopause. Now, symptoms of male menopause, they vary. They can vary among individuals, but may include a couple of things. Now, we know that persons vary, and your experience what you experience, another may not experience it, but you'll find that you share some things, right? So, one of them is the decreased libido or loss of sex drive. So, many men may notice a reduced interest in sex or a decline in sexual desire. Could that be possible? Don't stone me. Don't stone me, men. You know, because one of the things we have in conversation is that the men, always I say, yo, you don't know, Ray, woman I lock shop and all of these things. But here too, you may notice reduced interest. Oh my goodness. In sex. I could not believe that. Is that possible? But, it is. So you find that you'll have, that kind of interest, and the sexual desire is gone. A lot of men will experience erectile dysfunction. So some men may experience difficulty achieving or maintaining erections. So 52% of men will experience erectile dysfunction at some point in their life. And I thought, well, that number no bad. That number no bad. At least it never say 100% of uno I go experience it. But 52% of men will experience this at some point in their life. And guess what? We had the our herbal missionary practitioner on, and we spoke about using the black Jamaican castor oil that aids men with erectile dysfunction. And later tonight, we'll talk about a little more about some of the home remedies that herbs you can use to help alleviate some of these symptoms, right? But I just want to let you know this information that I'm bringing to you, that just before you go to your bed through Flashpoint Media is presenting, is for information purposes only. We always let you know. Always, always, always check with your healthcare provider first before changing anything, adding anything on, or discarding anything. Sometimes, as I said, symptoms vary for persons, as well your reaction to certain herbs and drugs or the combination thereof may differ for persons. So you want to be sure to talk to your healthcare provider before doing anything. Another symptom as well is fatigue and decreased energy levels. Some men may feel tired and lack the energy they had in their younger years. And I know because, being 28, I'm full of energy. And there are times I just feel a little, wiped out. So I can only imagine how you may feel after the age of 30. Another symptom is mood changes, right? And this is the sudden decline in testosterone levels, which can have a big impact on a man's mental health. This can often lead to mood swings, irritability, depression, as well as decreased motivation. Mood swings can also cause relationship issues and impact a person's quality of life. And I know irritability is one of those.
Need help to produce your podcast? Flashpoint Media makes it very easy. We can relieve you of the headache by recording your podcast for you. So, take the first step to getting your content to your desired audience. Contact us here at Flashpoint, and your podcast will be live in no time. Our website is www.flashpointmedia.ky or call us at 345 345 321 6969. That's 345 321 6969.
Welcome back to Just Before You Got Your Bed. Listen, we're talking about andropause, the male menopause. And we were talking about some of the symptoms that our men may experience. We talked about the decrease in libido or sex drive. We talked about erectile dysfunction, fatigue, and decreased in energy levels. We talked about mood swings. And now we'll talk about loss of muscle mass and strength. So you'll find that your dad, your uncle, or a brother, your cousins and so forth, that used to be firm, muscular, you know what I mean? And now you can actually see, like, the hand is a little slingy, not as firm. So they are losing here muscle mass and strength. So testosterone plays a role in maintaining muscle mass, and its decline can lead to, reduce muscle strength and increase body fat. So even, if you're not changing your lifestyle to accommodate yourself as you age, you need to start thinking about it. Um, because even, say, for argument's sake, you're a vegetarian, irrespective of that, you will gain body fat because of the decreased levels in testosterone. And you're wondering, well, I'm eating, what's happening? I walk, what's happening? So you have to ensure that you're doing a lot more stuff, man, to build and to keep that muscle mass and also your strength. So the reduction in, testosterone will impact your muscle strength and increase body fat. So strength training is often recommended, and so you want to try that to combat the decline. Yeah, you want to try that. So a sign of testosterone deficiency in men can also be weight gain. So here we are, men and women, we are experiencing a similar symptoms, similar traits as we, let's term it the change in life. All right? Another symptom is decreased bone density. So low testosterone levels can contribute to a loss of bone density and increase the risk of osteoporosis. How interesting is that? Just to know, um, it is so important to understand and to do your test to ensure that you know if you're going through andropause. So you're able to, you know, do that test, know where you are, so you can aid yourself in being better and feeling better. Because here you are losing, muscle mass, you're losing strength, and also you're losing bone density that can lead to osteoporosis. And of course, if you have osteoporosis, then if you should have a fall, that's hip replacement, knee replacement, it's a stint in the hospital. Some persons don't recover. So as we get older and we actually still have the strength to do these things, get going, get to do your strength training, your core training, strengthen that core, strengthen those knees, strengthen the back. Get the rub them, whatever you need to rub and help the muscles and everything. Whatever you need to do to get the bones good and, you know, add to it and so forth. My question is, however, and you can let me know, can we add calcium to our bones? Does our bones absorb calcium when we get older? Is there an age limit that the bone stop taking, absorbing calcium? And what can we take? We say, they always say calcium, but is there anything else we, like through the food or supplements or whatever, something that's boom, impactful that can help our bones in this transition of life? Let me know. Put it on the chat so I can see if there's anything. Help me out, because together we learn so we can have a better lifestyle. Last week for the women, we talk about brain fog during perimenopause. Here, men experience memory and concentration problems. So some men may notice a change in cognitive abilities, such as increased short-term memory, lack of focus, and problem concentrating. Mm. Can you imagine? Wow. So you may experience that change. So you find that short-term memory, it gone out the window. You have that increased there. You have that lack of focus and poor concentration. It is important to note, however, that not all men will experience these symptoms. And as we said before, the symptoms varies per person, right? And so the severity as well can vary. Additionally, other medical conditions and lifestyle factors can contribute to similar symptoms, such as poor diet, lack of exercise, increased consumption of alcohol, and lack of sleep. Do you realize, my friends, that sleep is key to everything? If you're not asleep, everything pop down. So you have a nice house, you have drive a nice car, you have a nice job, it's paying you well. Are you not asleep? Them then a matter again. You may live in the beautiful Cayman Islands, the beautiful country of Jamaica, or any of the or other beautiful Caribbean countries, or across Europe or Dubai, wherever you want to live, you will realize that none of these things matter if you're not comfortable or healthy. hmm So if you're consuming alcohol, men and women, cut it out. Forget it. And don't say, oh, I like red wine. Cut it out. Cut it out. The only time you fi use alcohol if you rub up your body because you're having the flu and the cold and a little sniffle like with me having right now. That's the only time you're supposed to have a flask of rum anywhere near you. Okay? So drinking alcohol, cut it out. Try as best as you can to increase to the maximum hours of sleep that you're supposed to have. Go to bed early. And I'm preaching to the choir here because I don't go to bed early. You know, I go a couple of days and then I get so tired. I drag myself home and I head straight to bed. And those are the only moments or times that I actually get to sleep early. I'm just a late bugger blitz. Yeah, I just sleep. I sleep late. And I think maybe one of those things, which is my, you know, is that I have my boyfriend in my room. Yeah, I watch him, he watches me. I fall asleep, he's watching me. I wake up, I change whether to Netflix or YouTube on him, and I watch him. My TV is, a big screen TV is my boyfriend. So lovely. But I think I need to get him out of my room because very distracting. And what I watch is like the African movie, them man, and something like you always I hear me I say, hey, and I snap my finger, and they say it come from. Okay. But if you're not getting enough sleep, it's gonna affect you. Now, if you suspect that you may be experiencing male menopause, of course, it is advisable to speak with your healthcare professional who can evaluate your symptoms. They'll perform, those appropriate tests, like the blood work, blood tests, provide the appropriate guidance and treatment options if necessary. Now, if the results show that you have testosterone deficiency, then you may be given testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. Women also would have hormonal replacement therapy, which typically for men comes in the form of a gel or injection. So, if you have any questions about male menopause or any testosterone related concerns, of course, I'll shout it loud again. Speak with your health care provider because men, you are one of our one of our main source, of comfort. You are one of our highest commodity. You're our sidekick, isn't it? We can't do without you. And so we want you to be in top notch shape. Because the thing is, we want you around. Bottom line, we want you around. We enjoy having you. Sometimes your women will pretend are with them behavior that swear say they don't want you around. But in reality, on facts, them want you around. Want you around always. And we cannot think of a world without you in it. We want you always, right? And we just we don't want you to pop down. We don't want you in a pain. We don't want you in the mood swing, every little thing that irritates you, that's angry. We don't want you to lose your memory because we want you to remember the fun times we have and used to have. You know them go away there? And we want you to remember where you put the money. So we can go and buy the things that you need to help you through this time. That's all. That's why we want you to remember where your money is so you can tell me. You understand? But we want you around, okay? And life will not be the same without you. And again, ladies, you need to know the transitions that your partner, your dad, your uncle, your brother, the male factors in your family, what they will go through or what they're going through, that you're better able to assist them, that this transition will be better. Men, you too need to know what you're going through, what your female partner is going through. That now we're able to communicate better. We're able to grow better. We're able to live better. Why? Because we now have the knowledge of what is happening to us. And by the grace of God, we will survive and thrive during this time. It doesn't have to be the end. Depression doesn't have to to encircle you or weigh you down. For all the young men who, you love the older women and you want to marry them, uh-huh, you want to bring that youthful vibes to their life, you also need to understand what they're going through, what they will pass through. You need to be learned and well informed of what's happening. Younger women who you love the older men, you want to bring that spice to their life and so forth. Remember them can do 500K. Some men at certain age just can't do the 500K. Okay? Some men can't do the bungee jumping. While you have some of the older men who will do, skydiving, bungee jumping, and all of these things. But if you learn and you are well informed of what your men will go through, at what age, and you're better learned, you are better able to prepare. You're better able to appreciate each other, better able to assist each other, that life together and in Christ can be worth it. Hmm. Again, if you believe or suspect that you may be experiencing this, men, speak with your healthcare provider. And don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I will be sharing a video with you. So I want you and what it's going to do is just capsulate all that I discussed and shared with you in this segment. And we'll just show you the diagrams or show you a bit of information. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll share the video with you. But I want you to understand that it is important to know what you will be facing and when. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Andropause is a male-related menopause that is marked by age-related changes in the male hormone levels. For a woman, menopause may mark the time when menstruation ends and she is unable to become pregnant. Her levels of female hormones, estrogen and progesterone, reduce in a relatively short period of time. In men, production of testosterone and other hormones declines over a period of many years, at about less than 2% a year after age 30 on average. Testosterone is a hormone produced in the male testes, responsible for the development of male sexual characteristics. It also contributes to sex drive. It maintains muscle mass, regulates fertility, fat distribution, and red blood cell production. Not all men experience male menopause. A specialist in male infertility, Michael A. Werner, provides that andropause occurs in 2 to 5% of men ages 40 to 49, rises to 6 to 30% in men ages 50 to 59, reaches 20 to 45% in men ages 60 to 69, and is found in up to 70% of men ages 70 to 79. Once men reach the 80s, andropause rates top 90%. Causes. Andropause is caused by a gradual decrease in the level of testosterone in men. Testosterone levels decline with aging at about 1% per year. Not all men experience the condition. It is believed that certain factors other than a change in the level of the hormone may contribute to the development of male menopause. These may include heart disease, obesity, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, lack of exercise, smoking, alcohol consumption, stress, anxiety, sleep deprivation. Symptoms: decreased desire for sex, lack of energy, depression, hot flashes, increased body fat, especially around the abdomen and chest, dry and thin skin, moodiness and irritability, loss of muscle mass, excessive sweating, erectile dysfunction, infertility. Diagnosis and treatment. Your doctor may ask you questions about how you feel, to see if those symptoms match with those of people with low testosterone. A blood test is then performed to check the level of testosterone in your blood. Your doctor may order tests to rule out other medical conditions that may be contributing to your problem. Treatment. The most common treatment option includes making healthier lifestyle choices, especially for people who are obese. These habits may increase your overall health. Your doctor may suggest eat a healthy diet, get regular exercise, get enough sleep, reduce your stress. Your doctor will refer you to a psychologist who may prescribe antidepressants, behavioral therapy, or both if you are experiencing depression. Hormone replacement therapy is another treatment option, although the effectiveness of this treatment is not confirmed. For some men, it may reduce symptoms, and for others, benefits are not certain and risk may be involved. The possible risk with replacement therapy may include sleep apnea, stimulation of growth of prostate cancer, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and contribute to the formation of blood clots in the veins. Before making the decision to use the replacement therapy, both the negative and positive effects should be weighed together with your doctor. Herbal supplements have not been proven safe and effective, and some may be dangerous. Be careful of them. Thank you for watching our video. Please do not forget to like and share the
Yes, yes. Just hope that you got that good information from our video. Just quickly, capsulating what we've been discussing about the male menopause, andropause. Now, some of the key aspects of the pre-andropause phase is the gradual decline. So, again, unlike the sudden acute drop in hormones during menopause, the male equivalent is a slow, chronic, and sometimes subtle reduction in testosterone that begins in middle age. So for women, it's just like boom, it's like a crash and burn, just a boom hit. For men, subtle, and it's a slow decline. Yeah. So you have the onset age of testosterone is around, for men is around the 30s, 40s. So testosterone levels typically begin to dip in men around their 30s and 40s. Those significant symptoms often do not appear until later, usually in the late 40s to early 50s. And some of the early symptoms men in this phase may experience are the subtle changes, which would include, again, we talked about it, reduced libido or decreased sexual desire, low energy levels, and increased fatigue, mood changes, the anxiety, mild depression, you're irritated all the time. Physical changes like the slight weight gain, especially around the abdomen. So where you used to have a six-pack, you'll see that gradually it's reduced to a four-pack. Then it go down to two until it's that nice little barrel, right? Though we women, we love the barrel too. You see what I mean? Be able to, yeah. You're like a teddy bear. But as well, we want you to keep your strength up, because when that slight weight gain start to happen, especially around the abdomen, you know what is happening. Reduced muscle strength is taking place. And of course, male premature andropause. This term is sometimes used to describe, often premature drop again in testosterone in younger men, which can be accelerated by lifestyle factors like high stress, obesity, again, lack of sleep. So, premature andropause can take place in men in their 30s, you know? And so you want to try to eliminate anything that causes high levels of stress. Um, if you're obese, you want to tackle that. Even if you have to get a friend to motivate you to go on this journey of weight loss and energy building, then do so. Or you want to get a one-on-one, a private tutor, whatever you have to do to beat the obesity and make sure you sleep. All right. Now, distinction from true andropause is while the gradual decline is normal, true andropause are late onset of the hypogonadism generally refers to a more severe, clinically significant drop in testosterone levels. And when men are facing this, there are remedies. Let me tell you something. I can't help but say how we serve a great God. We serve a God that has never and is not blindsided by anything we face. And, the enemy have expected that this would have worn us down, this would have caused the transition in age to just be a depressing moment. But we give thanks to God because He said that is not, was not, and will not be the end thereof. God says all you have to do is trust and obey. Trust what? Trust the fact that God knows best. Trust that the master designer knows exactly what the design needs. Because we've talked about this before. If you're driving an Audi, a Benz, a Beamer, your Honda, whatever, your Changang, whatever your vehicle and your muscle trucks and all of these things, and if the manufacturer says your Audi can only take diesel, you can't go put no other gasoline in there. Or if it is unleaded, it takes, you can't go put diesel in your vehicle. And if we can follow these instructions by earthly men who make earthly things that were given the talent and the knowledge by God to make them, why aren't we taking the full instruction from the master designer? Somebody needs to explain it to me. Let me see how it makes sense. We follow these earthly instructions, but the God who give the knowledge and understanding to write them instructions, his instruction, we no follow. Help me make it make sense. Somebody explain it to me. I don't get it. Because the master designer says there are certain things you need to do, certain things you must do, certain things you must eat, certain things you should not eat, certain things that will aid you, certain things that will break you. Why aren't we listening? I mind you, preaching to the church, preaching to the choir. We don't follow. But I love God. Oh, He's merciful. God says that the herbs will be for the healing of the nation. Not a lot of practitioners and persons out there want to veer back to the Edenic diet. Not a lot of practitioners want you to go and take the natural herbs. Again, if you have a disease or any issues at all and you're taking medication, don't just get up and come off of them. Do you understand? Don't just come off of them. Ensure to speak with your healthcare provider. If you want to drink some tea and so, share it with them first before indulging in these things, because you also want to ensure that there are no adverse effects with the medication that you're taking. And don't just blindly come off of them and say, oh, the medication are poison. Ah, listen. Some of these medications are made from the very herbs. So you want to talk with your healthcare provider. So some herbal remedies, such as the ashwagandha, the ginseng, the fenugreek, and the maca root, may help manage andropause symptoms by balancing hormones, improving libido, reducing stress, and increasing energy. These natural approaches often target declining testosterone and increase cortisol levels. Consultation again with a healthcare provider is essential before what? Before what? Yes, starting any herbal supplement, or any supplement for that matter. Always, always consult. Talk to your healthcare. Thank you. I love that. So here are some of the key herbal remedies for andropause. The ashwagandha. This is known to reduce stress, cortisol, and improve stamina and muscle strength. So can you imagine that you take this and put it up as a part of your diet? You are doing your muscle strength, your core strengthening exercises, you're eating well, sleeping well, eliminating stress. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. Increase in stamina and muscle strength. Ginseng, traditionally used to improve metabolic health, manage andropause symptoms, and boost energy, as well as help your memory. Wonderful. Mm? Now, the fenugreek, frequently used to increase testosterone levels and improve libido. So, can you imagine coupling that with the black Jamaican castor oil? Uh-uh. Erectile dysfunction out the door. Happy the home where fenugreek and black Jamaican castor oil dwells. Improve libido. It's going to be amazing. Maca root. Consider a safe natural substance that can help alleviate symptoms of andropause. The tonkat alley, often used to support hormone balance and boost testosterone. The stinging nettles root and pegium, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, pegium, used to support prostate health, reduce excessive stress hormone binding globulin, sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG, and improve urinary flow. So this is used to support prostate health, reduce the excess sex hormone binding globulin, and improve urinary flow. Then we also have the licorice root and sarsaparilla. So this is utilized for overall cellular health and hormonal support. So, tying these into your diet, speaking with your healthcare provider will help to alleviate the symptoms of andropause. And of course, very, very important consideration that you must have again, consult your healthcare provider before embarking on any supplements, herbal or otherwise. Isn't God good? Isn't He amazing? God did not leave us unaware. God did not leave us without aid. I look on the neem tree, and the neem tree can be used for your skin to clear eczema, blemishes, gives you that health flow. If you boil the leaf and make it like a tea, boil the leaf. Didn't like how I do Cersei, we draw Cersei and you boil the neem leaf. It reduces and shrinks tumors. It is also known as the birth control tree. Imagine such a great God did not leave us without weapons, did not leave us without healing remedies. When you think about jinxing, can you imagine? It's jinxing, we always know, people say, oh, your memory and whatever, get your jinxing. But it also manage the andropause symptoms. Can you imagine? And boost your energy. One of the symptoms of as well, the short-term memory. Jinxing will help you. Ashwagandha. That also helps you to build muscle strength. God created all of these things. And the herbs, the list goes on. Turmeric, boom, get worms out of your body. Soursop, get worm out of your body. Mango tree leaf, you boil it. That helps you with your nerve, help with diabetes. Soursop leaf, nerve. Oh my goodness, papa seed. You don't even have to buy the black pepper with them sell. Just get the papa seed and you dry it and you grind it out. It is spicy. You can use it as black pepper. So you know if you use the black pepper, then we have, what you call preservatives and all of that. God give it this something them natural. So man, we need you to protect the family. So go out there and start. If you never do it, even if you live in an apartment, please go make one garden bed somewhere and go plant up your little something them so that you can be with us long and healthy. And the children and your wife will be able to also enjoy better lifestyle too. Because you're going to plant the papa. You're going to make sure you put one neem tree in the yard because you can't even use it and make soap. Make sure you have your mango tree. Make sure you plant callaloo, greens and whatever because you have to ensure that your iron is well and good. And while your iron is well and good, you're donating blood so that others who need it can be healthy because you have started the trend of healthy. Tell me that God isn't good. God says, cast all your cares upon me because I care for you. God says, I care for you. It is amazing. God is trying to tell us all the time how much He loves us and that He's right here. All you have to do is just step into His open arms. Oh my God. The benefits of God are amazing. When you start to have that relationship with God, when you know your stress or anxiety is taking you, you're feeling depressed from elements that are affecting you, plus you're going through this body change that is taking on these things, you can actually talk to Him. The Holy Ghost Himself will bring you the peace that you need. He will bring you the sleep that you need. And while you're sleeping, you are healing. Mm? The Lord will guide you, He will protect you. And again, always I tell you, He says, when they are yet speaking, I will answer them. Even the little things that beset you, God is saying, I am mindful. I know. Come and talk to me, man. Come make we reason together, says the Lord. Come, come, let's reason together. Tell him that your muscle mass is decreasing, your strength is decreasing. Tell him that you're being irritable. Tell him you're having mood swings. Tell him all of these things. You're having erectile dysfunction. Tell him my family life is being affected. He is concerned. And he wants to help you. You are the leader of your home. You are the shepherd in your home. You represent Christ. He doesn't want you to be deficient. Not spiritually, not physically, not mentally, not financially, not socially, and whatever else. He don't want you deficient. Come to God. His arms are open wide. He says, cast all your cares upon me. Seek me, and you will find me. Knock, I will open the door. Ask, and I'll give it to you. To be able to do that is to come into a relationship with Him. You have to actually communicate with Him. And I find that for me personally, when I don't have personal devotions, like I'll go a couple of days and I didn't have personal devotion, I feel I feel whirlwinded. I feel spinned, like it just now in a second. But when I prioritize and I have my conversation with Him, because there's two ways, I pray to God as He is God, and then I talk to Him as He is my Father. And if I was talking to my dad, you know, the language, the communication, the verbiage is different than when I'm praying to my God. God is so amazing. He says, come and tell me everything. So me tell him. And there are concerns that I have. And, me we say, God, Mario Tepa me too, and me want to push him down. Can I push him down? Of course, God I go tell me no. But the good thing is that he wants me to share the fact that me want to push down Mario after that. And here is where the Holy Ghost will say, this is why you should not push down Mario. Better you push him in the light. Of course, I want to push Mario in the light, but I won't push him after dark, right? But God is your friend. He is your creator. He knows. If we can only just follow his instruction and remember that he that started a good work in you is faithful to complete it to the end. Here again, I want to remind you, he will never leave you. And this is what is so good to me. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Huh? So I want you to take this information. I want you to consult with your healthcare provider. I want you to start analyzing, getting those tests done. Know where you are in your health. And men, for the love of flowers, and everything beautiful, please go take the prostate exam. Hmm? Go and check it. And I don't want to hear the homophobic responses. Please go check the prostate. Please, please don't say you're not go. Please to go and get those tests done. Here in Cayman, cancer, the second leading cause of death next to cardiovascular disease. Hmm? And we get them there because of the heap of fast food. And we're not putting in the instructions of our God. The Creator said, eat certain things. People, please stop eat raw meat. Stop going and get your beef rare or your meat them rare with blood in it and stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not designed to consume and to, so your body just have to work over time and adapt, and the adapting will make you sick. Not only that, it shortens your life. Stop eat the raw fish them because it cause worm in your liver. Aye. If only. So men, go and get tested. Get your prostate tested. Go and test if you're in your late 30s. From your late 30s, go and get your testosterone levels checked. If you are in your early 30s and you are experiencing some of these symptoms that we're talking about, by the grace of God and by the power of God, go and get tested. Because again, other health issues can mimic these things. You want to be sure. And together, we can change our lifestyle. Boy, I need a lifestyle change because I need to put more vegetable in on my diet. And me need to do the exercising. And believe you me, we will have another episode where you will see Lady Elise, you'll see Mario After Dark, Mario in real life. You're gonna see Janine, you're gonna see Nikki B, all of us. You'll see me too, but you will see them actively doing the core strengthening exercises, muscle exercises. I will be here, so me and you together can watch that, right? But then you have to help me so me can take part too. And soon and very soon, I'll be able to at least do 5 push-ups from my toe point. Listen, amazing things are in store for 2026. Here we give you good vibes. I want to say to a lovely little girl, nice little girl. Oh my goodness. I remember when she was born. I'm going to take a look at her picture again. And I remember when she was born. And, you know, she was so tiny. And then just over the few months, she just swell up. Them baby were chubby and fat and her roll and these things. And she's celebrating her 6th birthday today. We from Flashpoint Media, our family here, to you, Zoe, we want to wish you happy birthday and we pray God's blessings for you. I am looking at the gifts that a whole entire box of gifts that she got. I hope you get more. But above all else, I hope God provides you with health and long life and that you can come and teach our men why it's important to be healthy. Until next time, yes, we go and chat a little bit. I'm going to have the herbalist back. Want to share with you how to get the eczema, how to get the skin clear, how to get your face into one tone. So if you're two-tone like me, part of your brown and part of your clear, you will see and we'll grow together so you can see the full toning. So we end up with one color. I'm not gonna go there with about my color because people say me white and all of these things, but it's become a two-tone. So we're coming into the one tone. We're gonna look at that. Persons who experience or is experiencing alopecia, men who have reducing hairlines, we are gonna share with you a product that will alleviate those, help you to grow, to clear up, and come to one tone on our next show. We look forward to seeing you. Have a great evening. Just before you go to your bed, looks forward to seeing you again.